Happy New Year to everyone. Here, I'm going to open my heart to you and talk a little more about the difficulty of deciding to enter treatment versus continuing to use, even when we don't want to keep using. Stay here and I'll explain how it happened to me. Behind the success of this trip, this family vacation, there's a lot of struggle, a lot of pain, many years of recovery, psychologist after psychologist, psychiatrists, support groups, medication, and daily vigilance so that I could get here 6 years later and have a peaceful trip without thinking about alcohol, drugs, promiscuous sex, or any other crap. But at the beginning, right at the start of treatment, 6 years ago, all that going through treatment seemed impossible to me. The first feeling that came was fear. Fear of having to go through everything, to open up to people, to open my life to people I didn't know, even psychologists or support groups, but mainly laziness. I was lazy to think that I would have to spend some time in treatment when in fact I might be able to control it. I kept thinking, can't I control the amount of drugs used per day, the number of days I can use cocaine, the days I'm going to drink? Can I do it because I'm too lazy to start treatment? And the drugs? How do I leave the drug that was my lover for how long, folks? 16 years. For 16 years, I was addicted to these substances. Before starting treatment, I was trying to make a deal with the drug, negotiating my life, the lives of my family members, and the people who love me, with a substance, with psychoactive substances. I know you might be standing still, trying to stop using drugs, saying you want to quit, but then you think about all the work that needs to be done, all the pain that will have to be washed away on this recovery sidewalk that you'll be exposed to. How am I going to live without the drug? How am I going to spend the days without drugs now? What am I going to do on the weekend? What did I do when money hit my account? What am I going to do for fun? Do you know where the biggest danger lies? It's that I imagined that maybe back then, before starting treatment, my life wasn't worth that much, and that I had already lived a lot. I had been living for a long time already, so maybe leaving this life wouldn't be such a bad thing. I spent 5 whole years in this internal war. Should I seek treatment? Should I keep using? Can I manage my use to prevent being hospitalized or something like that? It was 6 years of treatment, changing my entire life. No drugs, no alcohol, no compulsive sex, no excesses. Relearning to live and discovering the reason why I'm here. Sitting here with Leo gave me a new direction in my life. With him came the psychology degree, the work at the clinic where I was treated, and a life purpose to help other people. What is this really about? I do this to help myself. Every time I talk to you here, I reaffirm to myself that I don't want to relapse, that I don't want to go back to using, because I have a responsibility to you. I have a responsibility to the credibility you've given me. I'm building something that makes me want to stop using. Honestly, addiction can't be cured. We have control over abstinence, which is about avoiding places, people, situations, all those rules we talk about so much here. But the most important thing is to have a reason to wake up in the morning and do something. And that reason is this: it's you all right? Thank you for everything. Thank you for this year. Happy 2026.